Hello. We're talking about are Nigerian parents too controlling when it comes to relationship? Are they too controlling? Because I said at the beginning, what I was trying to say is that here in the West, you can see some ladies or some young adults. Most of them they'll be complaining that their mom or their dad maybe they are over controlling or they're always like on their case. Sometimes you see them when they'll be on the phone with their boyfriend or their girlfriend. They are discussing on the phone, and the mom will just come around and said, "Who are you on the phone with?" And then they're going to get out. They'll just get upset straight away. What would they? Why you always you dropping on my phone, my conversation? You always want to know who I'm on the phone with. You understand? It's none of your business. Why? What is this? Every time you want to know who I'm on the phone with. You understand? So they're complaining that the parents are always over like controlling. They always want to like control their life. And then when you look at what they complain. Then if you come from Africa, it's just normal thing, okay? Because down there in Africa, your mom or your dad, I'm talking about your parents, can threaten that they will disown you. They will disown you straight away because of what? Because you are dating someone from not from someone that is not from your tribe. You're dating someone outside your tribe. They will tell you straight away that they will disown you just for that. Okay? Even some of them, your parents will even like, they will screen. They will screen. I mean, they want to know everything about your relationship. What I mean that you bring a man home, you bring a boyfriend home or something. Some parents will just like, they will turn to FBI. They want to know everything about the person. They want to know where they come from, the parents' name, dad name, they want to know everything about that. The family this person came from. What I mean that they turn to FBI straight away. Okay. Sometimes you see that you bring a girl home or you bring your boyfriend home. If you have that courage to bring your boyfriend home, your dad will just see the guy. I'll be like, "What are you doing?" She say, "Yeah, dad, that's my boyfriend." I'll be like, "No, if you come into my house or you want to date my daughter, you need to come and pay her bride price. There's nothing like those sort of things in my house." You understand? I'm talking about African parents, proper African parents, the way they bring, the way they do their thing and all that. So you see, look at sometimes one of these young ladies or some of them in the West here, I'm talking about abroad, they're complaining that parents are over controlling. Then you think about how your life was in Africa and some African home and all that. Then we're asking that question: really, are Nigerian parents too controlling relationships? That's how the topic comes. And we're asking that. So if you know what the number, like I brought the number up already to call the number to join the program, or you can put on the comment section your own thought or your idea. You understand? Because me, I have my own opinion. I have my opinion, but I want to hear from you guys too. Okay? I want us to make it interesting. Put on the comment section what you want to say. Okay, let's go. Okay? Are Nigerian parents too controlling when it comes to relationship? In relationship, are they too controlling? Because to be frank with you, to be real, let's say it the way it is. Nigerian parents they just don't guide the relationship. They just don't like try to like, guide your relationship. They rule them. I mean, they rule them. They're on top of it, complete. I'm telling you, that's my own. I'm just giving my own opinion. Okay. They rule them. This is the reason why I say they rule them. One, they can choose who you love. Parents demand partners from same tribe. They will tell you, listen, um, your tribe, where you come from, that is where you need to marry. That's why even if you're dating, you need to date your tribe. Anything aside from there is a no-no, is a big problem. Sometimes They will tell you the religion which is normal. If you come from a Christian home, is a no to date from outside of Christianity. You want to date for other religion. It's a big problem. Then talking about social class status, there are certain kind of level, the kind of people they will expect you to date, a relationship with. You understand? So if you, like in Africa, they will say to you, okay, yeah, is doctor or lawyer. You know what I mean? The status. They're looking at class, social class, the kind of people you have to date. I'm trying to let you know that African parents, they rule the relationship. They like on top of it. Okay. So if your soulmate is Igbo and you're Yoruba, sorry, love, mama says no, complete. It's like that. Mom will say, no, 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 you're not marrying. You're not bringing Igbo guy to my house. You're not bringing to our family. That's a no, no. Do you understand what I mean? Then you are Yoruba, you're bringing a Igbo woman, the same. You're an Igbo guy, you went and bring Yoruba girl. Big problem. Some families, they will say to you, no, no, it never happened. There's no way it's going to happen. Okay? Let me just give you a real example. Someone said that their mom told, was someone like, he said that their mom told them that if you marry from Edo, if you marry from Edo, if you're Nigerian, you're conversant at what I'm talking about. If you marry from Edo, as in the Meto Belt, Edo, a Benin side, if you marry from that place, don't come to my funeral. How can someone tell? How can someone tell their child something like that? Don't come to my funeral. When I'm gone, when I'm dead, if I live in this life, when I finish, don't even try to come to my funeral. Why? Because she trying to rule that relationship. You shouldn't ever even like date, let alone marrying from someone from that tribe, someone from that area. Okay, that's a big problem. I get what I'm saying. Like I said, guys, this thing, the number is all, the line is open. Can just call me. Let me know. I want to hear what you have to say. Call me now. Let me know what your own idea or whatever. You can put it on the comment section. I read them out. You understand? What about the interrogation process? Interrogation process. Before you say I love you, your partner must pass some test now. You know what I know what I'm talking about. Ah, no way. You brought a woman home. Interrogation. Remember, I said to you that some of them they will turn to FBI before even you know anything. They already maybe your sister will just like tell your dad or like, yeah, that this lady that your brother is dating, and they will give the name and everything. Your dad or your mom will never like, they will not like to ask you anything. They will just do as if they don't know what is going on. They started their investigation, FBI. They will want to go and know the family, the father of the girl, the mother, how they behave, the village where they come from. They turn to FBI without even like having maybe private investigator. They will do it themselves. How they will do it, you will not know. You understand? So, let alone when you maybe you brought this person home. You brought this person home. Oh gosh. Interrogation. This is a proper interview. They will start with a job test. Gentlemen, what do you do for work? Their own target, what they're expecting from. There are two things they are expecting. Or maybe let me just put three. He has to be a doctor. It's not a doctor. He has to be an engineer. He's not an engineer. He has to be a lawyer. Okay? So those are the things I think we have our first call. Hello, good evening. Wake up.
Good evening.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I want to make a contribution on your topic
Yeah, go on.
that says whether African parents are controlling their children relationship.
Yeah, if they are,
Yeah,
if they are
okay.
over control, even sometimes too controlling. Yeah, just go on.
Yeah. My own opinion and my answer is positively yes.
Okay.
Because some parents do that to their children, especially when a mother have an interest in his son that you want to marry the one that your mother chose for you. Understand?
Yeah.
And secondly, when you are under the umbrella of your parents or your mother, when you want to marry, you are still with her, your mother will be controlling you, telling you what to do. Maybe your girlfriends, once they come into your house, you know, some mothers in Africa have, if I use that, an ego eye. They see far.
It's FBI.
Understand? They see far. Once they notice something in your relationship, or sometimes you bring somebody home for your mother to see. Your mother may not conclude or may not say anything at that time. Rather, she will go outside and investigate and inquire. First of all, she will know the tribe of that person, how they do in marriage. If they have any bad influence or bad negative thoughts about marriage, or they don't stay in their husband's house, or they flirt around, or they don't welcome their mother-in-law, or they maltreat, all those things. A mother, once she come into her son's house, she will feel at home, she will feel relaxed. But if such people or such tribe have a questionable character, you see that mother will not allow the son to get married with that person. Like what you just said, a mother will say, if insist or you go and marry, she will try to put something that will threaten you. And that if she will say, maybe during my funeral, I don't want to see you there, or your money, your food, your everything.
They will boycott everything.
Why? Yeah. So she will not like so because you are going against her wish. Understand? So it do happen in African relationship. Some mothers or parents have 80% influence.
Did you say 80%?
Yeah.
Some families is 110.
Yeah, okay. I just want to, because I have an event that happened. One of my friends, he wants to marry from, let me use Enomaya, and the mother doesn't want, because she has mingled with Umuahia women. They know them as people that too wide or all those things. They don't allow anybody to intimidate them. Even their mother-in-law, you cannot come into their own house and intimidate them. And the son is in love with the girl. But could you believe that along the line, the mother persists that the son will not marry? And the son, peradventure, went and married. Today, they are cat and dog.
You don't see eye to eye.
They don't see eye to eye. They are cat and dog. So that's the thing. There are some threatening the parents will give you. If you start on your own, if you know your onions, know that you are the one marrying, not them, you will stand on the ground. But if he doesn't know your onions, you want your mother or your parents to dictate for your marriage. They will overrule you. They will make you not to go for your own test, for the person you love. So I love this topic today. In a nutshell, I want to summarize so that other people may contribute.
Thank you so
because
much.
the topic you brought today, if you allow me, I will continue, but let me just summarize it.
It's okay. Just
nice
put the rest on the comment section. Appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate.
Okay.
Thank you for your call.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right, guys. The line you just vacated the line. Just the line is open now. You can just call. The line is free now. You can call. Okay, so that's what we're trying to say. We're asking, are Nigerian parents too controlling a relationship? And I was trying to tell you, I give you guys my opinion. I was talking about the interrogation process, where they interrogating your partner, the guy, or maybe the guy or the girl that you want to marry. Understand? I was saying that before even you say I love you, your partner must pass the job test. What I mean by the job test, if he's a doctor or engineer or a lawyer, those are the kind of people they're expecting, parents expecting you to bring. Okay, so the family background, family background check, they will do that. I told you that some of parents have FBI. They even work more than FBI. They are on their own. They are private investigators. They will do that on themselves. What does your father do? They will want to find out what your father does. If your father in your lineage, if they have any, maybe like something they call, maybe they have any mental issues or they have any all those kind of things. They want to like if there's any health issues and all that. They want a lot of. I'm talking about a lot of things they want to find out. Okay, after that, sometimes they go to the spiritual interview. Is she or is he a member of a living church? Maybe is this person in our church or this person, like something like that? Are they Christians? Do you understand? Those are interviews they're gonna do. Then all those kind of things before even you proceed. Ah, gosh, what about parents? The dad will just come in and say, my house, my rules. My house, my rules. That is it. It doesn't matter how many age, or that doesn't matter the age you are. Even if you are 30, 35, 40. You understand? You see that many Nigerian adults, they still need their parental approval before dating. They still need their parental approval before even having any serious relationship. If the relationship want to proceed to marriage or something, they still need that. So if you are financially independent, why does your dad's opinion override yours? Sometimes they can ask you that questions. You see that some guys, they will say to you, maybe if you are here in the West, you are discussing with someone and they tell you that, the guy will say, I need my parents' approval. And then they will be like, what are you talking about? Are you still a mommy's boy, or that is something like, you know what I mean? They try to mimic or mock you or something like that without knowing that there's a culture involved that Nigerian parents, they don't mess about. And they don't play at all. Okay. All right. So we're still asking, are Nigerian parents too controlling a relationship? Are they too controlling relationship? Okay. Like when I told you guys, I said I have my opinion. I have my own opinion. And my opinion, I'm gonna tell you my opinion. It's just mine. You have yours. Maybe your experience might be a little bit different from mine. Understand? Then if you look at parents' perspective, why are African parents behaving that way? Why are Nigerian parents behaving that way? If you put it on the comment section, guys, please put something that we can read proper. Just put something that we can read, okay? Now, an African parents will say to you that love is not enough. I know that you've heard that before many times. Love is not enough. Why is it that love is not enough? The economy is bad. The economy is bad. They're expecting someone that can like take care of you. If you're a lady, someone that can take care of you and also take care of your kids. If you guys plan to have kids in the future. Because if you look at it, in some families, in some area, you see that marriage is a business. It's sort of a business. How do I mean? Nigeria, they prioritize stability over romance. Stability. When you come to stability, talking about the man has to have an apartment where he lives. It doesn't matter if it's his own or not. At least he have an apartment. It's either a rented apartment or something where he lives. He's staying. He's not still living with his parents. Okay, he has his own place. You understand all of that. He has a good job. He have a stable job. He has a business or something that way he can like what I mean that is someone that can feed himself. Is okay. That's stability. That's what parents looking at. So you look at it, you see that to them, it's not about love, it's all about business. That stability must be there. So that's the reason why they choose stability over romance. Because you watch all these movies, movies that they show. I mean, like all these Hollywood movies or American movies and all that, UK movies, all these Western movies. You watch it, sometimes you see that love rules. They love each other. They don't all those kind of things. You see that they run away from home with their boyfriend and all that. They live. This the economy over there is different. Over there, if you're not working, the government will still assist you. They will help you to pay your house rent. They will help you till you find a job. Do you understand? It will not happen in Africa. It will not happen in Nigeria. No way. It will not. You're your own. You're your own boss. You're your own. Even you have to take care of yourself and your family. If you don't eat, nobody cares. So that's the reason why stability. They took stability over romance. So the marriage is something that look at as a business. That's why parents will say to you, love is not enough. Complete. Because if you try to pest them, or like maybe you guys are okay, in your family, you guys are okay. Your dad has a bit of money, he can sustain you guys, maybe all those kind of things. You look at it, you know that you're not going to suffer. The parents will just say to you that how many marriages have you seen that ended in divorce because of what? Money issues. Because of money issues. They will tell you that. And then when you look at what their own argument, what they say, or the whole argument, the points that they give to you, if you follow their own argument, you realize that maybe they aren't even like controlling. They are not controlling. Maybe they are just wise. They want to protect their gay woman. They want to protect their daughter. They want to protect their son, something like that. And that's the reason why they go for stability over romance. So those are the kind of things you can, if you like thinking, listening to what they're saying, African, Nigerian parents. Most of you maybe you've heard that. They will say marriage isn't just about love. It's about family. It's about culture. The same thing. It's about stability. They will tell you that many people have rushed in. They rushed into marriage and before you know what is going on, 3 years. It's ended in disaster. How? She will, maybe their daughter will come back home again, start begging the mom or dad for money, begging the money that they cannot eat. They don't have money to eat. The husband cannot like take good care of them. The kids are not like, they don't have any money, they don't have anything, they're not going to school. They need school fees and all that. Then the parents would like start shouting, I told you, didn't I tell you? But you said you love this person. Love is not enough. That's normally you heard that. That's what they normally say. Love is not enough. You understand? So those are the things. Their own arguments. Those are arguments parents always bring. They brought others argument, and when they bring in it, if you look at it based on African perspective, things happening in Africa. You're right. You're right. Your dad will say to you, "Come on, man. We have experiences. We've been there before. We've been there. Okay, so we don't want you to make the same mistake that we made." You understand? They would say to you that the older generations, they have that, they have their experience, they have that wisdom. They've witnessed a lot of failed marriages. They witnessed a lot of, like all those things, problems, relationship, and that's the reason why they said they are trying to protect you. They're trying to protect you. Then they're talking about your perfect boyfriend. Then they will say to you that, yeah, he's a very good guy. He's a perfect guy. We'll see him. He has a good job. He has this. He has that. He has a good car. We'll see him. But his family could be a nightmare. His family could be a nightmare without knowing that they've done their own background check. Why? The guy is okay. He has all the qualities that they need. But now is the family, the parents of the guy. It's either maybe where they come from, the village, everything about that. There could be an obstacle. That's becoming a big problem now. The family could be could be a nightmare. So if you get there, because you're marrying this guy, you're also marrying the family. So that's African culture. You're marrying the family, any family you get into to marry. You're marrying the lady, you're marrying the guy, you're marrying also the family. Do you understand what I mean? Because if your partner's family, if your boyfriend's or your husband, fiancé family has total different values, it can cause like love, the drama cannot stop. If they have their value is different from the family you're coming from, it's a big problem, a big drama. You understand? So, if you're just joining us, we're talking about our Nigerian parents to controlling when it comes to relationship. I'm just giving you guys my own opinion, what I observe, what I understand, coming from the parents' argument, the way they see things, and why they like trying to like control. Because the gentleman that called earlier, his own opinion, he said that categorically, after Nigerian parents, they are controlling. They are too controlling. Okay, well, what if they are just trying to be protective? That's it. What if they're just trying to protect you for all these things we just said now? Big issues. I mean, like, for you not to suffer, for you not to come back begging them money, for you not to have a big drama, nightmare in that relationship because of your parent, the parents of your husband or the parents of your wife, or something like that. So because of that, they're trying to stop you going there. You understand? They've seen something that you've not seen. And that's the reason why they're trying to do that. Because they will tell you that they have experience. They know all those things. They know because they've been there before. And they don't want you to make the same mistake. They've been there before. Okay? So when you ask that, you see that our parents really, are they wrong? Uh, what do you think? They have experience. They know the reason why. They know the reason why they do what they're doing. Okay? Because marriage is a family affair. It's not just only you. In African culture, marriage binds families together. That's the reason why you see on that day, you see them hugging mom, dad, all everybody hugging they're hugging because those families now become one. You understand? They join together. They just by that marriage now bind the two families together. Okay, so it's not only the individual, both families. They become in-laws. They call my in-law. Immediately, they become family. You understand what I mean? It's like that. So they are trying to protect you from mistakes. Mistakes, a lot of mistakes, a lot of mistakes. They don't want you to jump into that relationship and then jump out immediately. They don't want you to get in there and divorce because in some families, in some home in Africa, and so because of religion and all that, there's nothing like divorce. Divorce is a no. And then because you look at it, many young people, some of you, you choose your partner based on your emotions. Based on your emotions. I love this person. That's the only thing normally you say. I love this person. I love emotions. Because they are not even looking at the long-term compatibility. Are you guys gonna be compatible in long time when there will be a little bit of, temptations, conflict, all those kind of things? Be say tribulation too. When things might not be like rosy the way it used to be. Are you guys compatible? You understand? So those kind of things, those are the things that parents they see, they look at, and then they will say to you, no, don't. We don't approve. If you go ahead with this relationship, if you go ahead and marry this person, we'll disown you. You hear that? If you go ahead and marry this person, don't come back to my home. We don't have anything to do with you anymore. Because you choose this person over them. And they go upset. Sometimes you see that 10 years, 15 years, 16 years, some of them, they even some mothers will say to you, they will never come to your house again. And they mean it. They will never step their foot in that house. It doesn't matter. That is to the extent of the extent they can get to. They will say to you, no, they're not coming. Why? Because they told you not to go there. They don't to marry this person, and you went ahead to disobey them and do that. They're saying they're not coming to your house. What are we talking to you? What are we talking about? We're talking about Nigerian parents too controlling relationship. Okay, I'm just giving you the reasons why some of them get to that stage. They get to that extent. Some of them, some parents, even here in the West, some of them, when you start chatting with them, when you start discussing with them, they will tell you that they are afraid that their tradition will die if children, maybe when they marry outside of their ethnicity or their religion, their tradition will die. And that's why you see that some of them, they will say to you that there's no need, that never, they don't want you to marry from so place. Don't marry from white people. Don't do. They will give you tell you straight away, because that is it. They will give you their own stand. This is it. Why? Because they don't want their tradition to die. And you realize, why? How do you mean that tradition? Because I said to you earlier, most times when teenagers, when some men, or even some most times when you are going to you're into a relationship, you find out that you go with emotions. You don't really think ahead. You don't really think about maybe what will happen in 10 years after that or 20 years after that. You're just thinking about now because you're in love with this person, and that love is what is taking you. That's what's pushing you, and that's where you want to go. But parents, they see B, even B, they see far. They look ahead of that love. They don't care about much of all those things. They know that both of you love each other, but they're looking at ahead. What will happen? Okay? And that's why some of them, they'll say to you, but we sacrifice everything. We sacrifice for you. We try to train you in school. We did this for you, all of that. And now we just want to pay us with this. Now they use blackmail. They bring the blackmail. You understand? And when you look at it, you see that they are right. They have the entitlement to talk about it. They have a say that because they are their parents. True. They sacrifice a lot. They train you through school. Africa is different because in Africa, his parents they train you through school. Some parents they train you through school. They spend a lot of money to make sure that you have that education. You acquire education, everything. They push you to the standard where you're supposed to get to. And then when it comes to relationship, they will tell you that they have a say. They're entitled to have a say because they made a lot of sacrifices for you. You understand? The line is open, like I said to you, or you can put on the conversation. Are Nigerian parents too controlling relationship? Are they too controlling relationship? Okay, because if you look at it here in the West, if you're in the West, America, UK, Canada, Germany, all those countries, even South Africa, to an extent, you see some guys, some young adults, 18, 20, 21, or so they start dating already, they come with their girls and all that. They choose whoever they want to choose. They don't care. They choose whoever they want to choose. Because at the end of the day, it's not their parents that will determine what their future entails. The parents will just give them guide. They will just be guiding them. Just give guidance. Like try to support, encourage them, give them advice and all that. But it's their right to choose the path they want to follow. It's their right to choose what they want to do. Some of them, you can see that when they get to a stage, maybe they get to like 16, 17, 18, they will say to you they don't want to go to school anymore. They drop out of school. You can't do nothing. You can't do that in Africa. No way. Parents paying school fees and all that, paying all that, then they say that you're dropping off. What are you talking about? You're not going to school. Are you insane? It can't. No way. You will not even have the courage to even open your mouth to tell your dad or your mom that, no way. You understand what I mean? It's quite different. I said to you, in the West here, they can. They make their decisions. Sometimes you see some of them, they will say to you, you see that someone 17 years old or 18 years or 19 years, some of them, they will just like wake up. I said that they're moving out. They move out, maybe they move in with their girlfriend, or the girlfriend just go and move into the boy or with the boyfriend and all that. Straight away, they just move in straight, just go stay, live with this person. If they want, they come around to see the parents and all that. They're moving on with their life. So they don't care about if they pay the bride price. They don't care about if they need to come to see the parents. They don't even care about the parents' approval. They don't care about all of that. You understand what I mean? Why is it like that? Because the economy is different. Unlike in Africa, parents are looking for stability. Here, they don't. Because one, I told you earlier, if you're not working, the government can assist you until you get a job. So that means those young adults, two of them, they can just decide and said, okay, they move together, move in together. One person will be working, or the other one maybe like is looking for a job and all that. They'll start like living their life just like that. Government will helping them paying their house rent and all that until they get on their feet. They find a job. Even at the process, they might even like start having children and all that. They start living their life straight. They are not depending on the parents. You understand? That's the difference. You understand? But when it comes to like proper culture and tradition, it's quite different because though parents, some of them, they migrated from Africa and come here. Some Nigerian parents, they migrated from Nigeria and they come to the UK or America or something like that. They migrated with their culture and tradition, and they try to instill those culture and tradition in their kids. And Some of them will like the way it is. They already like map it out. You cannot stay in my house. I'm bringing like, how would I say, bastard. I don't want to use that word, but I already said it. Okay, they will just like, you can't stay in my house and have a child out of wedlock. No way. They lay out their rules and all that, and they stand with it because they still have that culture and tradition. They still those culture and tradition in their kids and all that. They try to like, you know, still have that entitlement to have a say in their children's future. Do you understand what I mean? Because that's a culture. So it doesn't matter if a Nigerian parent is in Nigeria or whatever the person is. In most cases, they still bring that controlling attitude. They still bring that controlling nature to what? To your relationship. So if your mom or your dad trying to like tell you who you're going to marry, trying to like tell you that you shouldn't do this or shouldn't do that in your relationship. In most cases, it's not that they're trying to control you. It's just that they are a bit entitled to have a say in your relationship. So culture and tradition. And you find out that sometimes they are right. So many people, I know that some people that already like made me a lot of mistakes because they didn't listen to their parents. I know someone here, I have a friend that baby. Both are Nigerians, okay? She's from I think she's from Calabar. She's from Calabar, okay? So the boyfriend is from Anambra, Igbo guy. And both of them were dating. Do you understand? And then she was expecting the guy to marry her or not that. Both of them are from Nigeria. So it's not shouldn't be an issue. It's not should be a problem. The guy said they can date, but there's no way they're going to get married. And she was like, why? What are you talking about? How are we going to date and we can marry? He said, now my parents said I cannot marry someone from your side. I have to marry an Igbo person. I cannot marry from Calabar. Those are Nigerians. And some people that are not from Nigeria, when they hear those kind of things, it's like it sounds strange to them. What are you talking about? But both of you are Nigerians. What are you talking about? What's going on? That is the way it is. Parents have a say. You can say that they are controlling the relationship, but they have a say. They are entitled to have a say. That's the culture. That's the culture. You understand? That's the culture. Listen, even some people they will get to the extent of like they get to extreme demanding DNA. Some parents they hack, they will find out they want to check their kids' WhatsApp conversation with their boyfriend or their girlfriend. I'm just telling you, some of them they will like try to hack your WhatsApp to know what you guys had everything about that. You understand what I mean? I'm asking our Nigerian parents to control relationship. There's a lot of ways they can like tell you no way, no. And most of them they will like, for example, as some parents, a doctor will say to your a daughter, say, no, this is the kind of person we want you to marry. He has to be maybe a doctor. He has to be a lawyer, an engineer. Specifically, they will tell you straight away. Those are the kind of people we're looking for. So you might even like take it as a joke. What are you guys talking about? As a joke. But they are not joking. They already tell you the people they are looking for. Are you getting me? That is where it is. That's African family. That's African culture. That's Nigerian family. That's the way it is. You understand? Are you getting me? Many, maybe I don't know if you have that experience. You can put on the comment section too. Your own experience. Let me know what is your experience. Okay. And so I want to ask, okay, what can we do about it? Should they have a line drawn? Is it that can they back off a little bit? What is the solution? What is the solution? What is the solution? What my own opinion? You need to sit down, have and listen to the advice, because when someone like normally they an adage they always say that when a child is crying and pointing fingers somewhere, if you look at that place, it's either the mom is in there. You understand? The mom is there. If you go in there, maybe probably the mom is gonna be in there. You know what I mean? So when they're pointing finger, there must be something. They're seeing something. And that's why the reason why they point fingers. So it's out of experience, or there's a reason why they're telling you not to do that. Maybe they don't want you to make the same mistake that they made. You understand? I get me. Someone said that their own experience that they when the boyfriend came home, when they want to get married, so the parents were like trying to do, the test. Like I said to you, they want to do that test. They went and brought the pastor. The pastor came in and started asking, because the guy will say that he's a Christian and all that. The pastor came in and then start asking him a lot of questions to know if he knows more, if he know a lot about Bible and the religions and all that. A lot of questions just to show that he's a Christian. He wants to go and marry their daughter. This is the test. He has to pass that test. The pastor asked a lot of questions. You understand what I mean? Just to tell you the extent to where parents get to, just to make sure that their daughter or their sons will not make mistakes. They will not make mistakes. Okay. You ask me, okay, or shouldn't they trust me? Shouldn't they trust you? For you to make your money, find a job, have a house, you're grown up now, 30 something years, getting to 40. You're you're a man. Why should the parents still want to control your relationship? That they're supposed to trust you? I don't know. Are you asking me? Listen, let me tell you something. It's not your age. It doesn't matter what age you are. I said that before. It doesn't matter what age you are. African parents, Nigerian parents, they don't care about your age. They still have a say in your relationship, directly or indirectly. If they find out that you don't listen to they don't listen to maybe their words or something, you don't listen to them, they will go to someone that they will find out that person that you listen to. They will like manipulate that person. They will use that person to get to you. And they still will tell you what they talk to you and tell you what they want to tell you straight away. They will still find a way to get into there. You understand? So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They will find a way to get to you. All right. And Nigerian parents too controlling when it comes to relationship. Let me tell you something. It depends on your family. It depends on your mom and dad. Also, what they want for you. What they want for you. Some homes, there are some families you get to, they are liberal. They don't really they don't care much about all they want is their kids' happiness, joy. They want them to be okay, all of that. Okay. So if you get those kind of families, kudos to you. All right. Get in there, they'll make it easy for you. All they want to know is that if their daughter or their son is in love with you, and once they're in love with you, they accepted you as a family, they bring you home. That's it. It's okay. They will not give you much hassle. Why? There are some families you go to. If you once you came into that, once you came in, sit down. You'll be begging. You'll be crying. You'll be praying inside your mind, asking God to send someone to come and rescue you from the interrogation, to rescue you from all the things that they're gonna like. You don't understand what I mean? You understand? So that's what we're trying to say this evening. We're just like, trying to say. It depends on the family at the end of the day. You understand? So what do you think? Put on the comment section. Put on the comment section. Okay, it's because this is where we're going to be stopping this evening. Most of you that joined us, sorry, at the beginning, we had a little bit of a technical issue. The voice wasn't coming. Most of you weren't hearing what I was saying at the beginning, but I think we sorted that one out. Okay. So just put on the comment section. Let me know your own thoughts. What do you think? The question is just there. Are Nigerian parents too controlling in relationships? Also, let me know your reasons. If you say yes, let me know your reasons. If you say no, also let me know your reasons. Okay. And also, if it's the first time you're coming across one, and you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so. And don't forget to share this program. If you have any topic that you think that you want us to discuss, just send it to our WhatsApp number. Okay. Send it out there. Just test it. Can you look into this topic? Then we can look at it. If it's something that is related to what we normally say, we're going to like discuss it. Discuss that. Thank you guys for staying with us to this time. I appreciate every one of you, those who call and comment and all that. Okay, until next week, Friday, see you all. Have a lovely weekend. God bless.